Welcome back, everybody, and we are just back from break, and we have a very interesting discussion proposed here by Robert. So please, Robert.
All right, so my roommate has asked me to watch her cats while she's out house sitting, and she's gotten upset with me because I don't wash the cats' bowls every day after their meals. And my thinking is that given that one of these little beasts has brought in and shredded some bird that it found outside, that it might not have the standards of cleanliness that she is ascribing to these creatures. But I'm tossing it out as maybe I'm the insane one and cats' dishes should be washed regularly.
You're using wet food, right? Not dry food?
They have dry food, but she has me feed them wet food as well.
Oh, well, I mean, especially
if it's
dry food.
Her animals often eat better than we do. There'll be some delicious thing cooking. I hear this. There's this wonderful smell. And I come in, and it's something she's making for the dogs.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if it's dry food, I mean, it gets a bit scungy after about a week or so. But, the cats usually lick the bowl clean. I mean, if they can lick themselves clean, then really,
that's
what's
my
the problem?
thinking. They'll lick themselves.
If it's dry food, you almost never really need to wash it. Because, it's dry food. It's like putting potato chips in a bowl and then putting another packet of potato chips in afterwards. Oh no, there's some crumbs left from the potato chips.
Yeah, I haven't had
eat salted vinegar.
I haven't had a
really
cat
salted
for a long time, but I would be on your side here. I think she's a bit overboard with this.
Yeah, kill the witch. Kill the witch.
If it's wet food, I mean, I've had wet food out for over more than 24 hours, and she still eats that no problem.
Yeah.
There's no
I don't
there's no
think the cats have high standards here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is also a woman who believes in animal communicators, where I got a lecture because I tend to stay up really late, and she was telling me how she brought her animals to the vet, and one of the vets was an animal communicator who explained that the reason her dog was coming up late to go to bed was because the dog would wait, it was bonded with me, and that it was watching to kind of make sure that I went to sleep before it would go up, with sort of the implication that I should be going to bed earlier so that her dog will go to bed earlier.
Yeah, it's a bit silly to force you to do that, but yeah. You need to be with training dogs. You need to kind of know what you're doing. If you feed the dog before yourself, then the dog thinks it's an alpha and it's just going to treat you like shit. There's certain things like that.
No, this was animal communicator, as if this dog was doing the Vulcan, or that this person was supposedly doing the Vulcan mind meld with the dog and then translating for her. And I was like, seriously now.
Getting out of here. Oh no, he's back.
Because an interesting question from chat.
Out there is a topic for chat people.
So there's a good question from chat.
Amongst yourself for homework.
Does she smoke pot and dance naked in the fields?
Do I have
What
to
do you
watch
think,
her ball
Bella?
twice a day?
Now chat will be
Bella
torn
is
asunder
sleeping.
between
So-
the people.
so Robert-
You're muted the whole time.
There's a question coming for you, for the cat lady.
Okay.
Does she smoke pot and dance naked in the fields?
Yes.
No, she works at the university.
You have it, people. Okay, so you know she's a teacher. She's even more crazy.
Shots fired.
I'm just joking. Okay, so that's about it for cats. Want to jump back into D&D?
Yes, and wolves.
Let's talk
We have
cats all
knowledge.
day.
Okay, so you guys wake
You
up.
show on Twitch, talk about cats.
And-
Everyone would watch that, right?
And we'll
You
just play
wake up
cat videos every so often.
2-3 a.m. and there's a storm going outside.
Shitstorm?
No, just Wayne.
Probably shitstorm.
Taris is already up. She seems to be looking at the parchment. Just standing there on a rock, staring at the parchment.
What you got there?
Your natural passive investigation would show.
I just know. I see through the paper.
No, you don't see through the paper. It's
You see from her perspective,
I would
a shadow
make
creeps up behind
you.
her, and a head comes over her shoulder and just Yeah, what you got there?
Kind of like that. I would normally like put you to make me a perception check, but because you have that amazing 21 passive, you have absolutely no problem in seeing that on the parchment.
That's 21 investigation, 15 passive.
15 passive. Sorry, she was not hiding this. Again, 15 passive is more than enough. So you see that on her parchment, from the brief moment you saw it, it seemed that there was a mask, a white mask, kind of like drawn onto it.
A parchment with a white mask
drawn onto it. That's it.
Parchment with white mask drawn on it.
She kind
Well, now wait. How do we know it's a white mask? Did she like draw on? Like she drew it with chalk or something? Or?
Yes. Yeah, it's drawn with chalk. It's like completely like very detailed sketch with chalk on it, and even some smidges of color as well.
Okay.
So you see this, she pockets it and says, an item that I will soon get if all goes as planned. She smiles.
Oh, an item, okay, I see.
An item.
Okay.
It is not similar. I mean, all masks are similar in their way, but there's no similarity, like obvious similarity to the ones that you have.
Okay.
Again, only Ostani knows about this first.
Well, I mean, I ask her, like, is that something that Resmir has that you want?
Shakes her head. Another cultist unworthy of his position. And I will kill.
And you say you are worthy?
She looks at you, eyes cold as ice. I am more than worthy. I should be there in his place. He's just a weakling with a fast tongue. We'll see how his tongue flaps when I cut it out of his mouth.
I kind of like her. I get one of my very rare. Rostani gets one of her very rare smiles. She said, like, cut his tongue out. Like,
Rostani's a psychopath. Oh god.
A fast tongue
what else is new?
Can be quite effective when properly applied. I'll leave that there.
Okay.
Well, let's hope things work out for the both of us, I suppose.
She smiles. And are your friends ready?
I look over. Look at them. Are you guys ready?
I nod. Brutus nods. Mutters something about his god being better than her god.
Seems like they're
My
on their
god
feet.
is better than your god.
The cover of night.
That's all he says. Oh my god, it's better than your god.
The cover of night is good enough.
6 into whatever, right?
Anybody else know that you're coming into Parnast? Anybody from the cult that escaped you? Or maybe made it here with your knowledge?
I think we made
What
sure.
about-
You were the only survivor. You took care of the other survivor.
She smiles briefly and then looks at you. Good. If they know that
May
the
I
village has
add-
been infiltrated, they will run. They will set flight on the citadel in 1 hour after they find us out. If they find us out.
May I ask why you took care of your only ally?
Let us say that he was intent on not visiting this creature over on here, looking at the dead Oni, because one of the children that I've sent was his nephew. I could not trust him.
Oh,
You are a evil bitch.
Oh, thank you.
It's not a compliment.
I
that's
understand
just an
it's
evil
not.
bitch with ambitions.
Anyway, we should move. If we make it to the Golden Tanker tonight, I think I can arrange some rooms that would be let us say discreet. The cult would not know we're there. Take care. Almost half of the whole village is made out from cultists.
So, like, I say to Parsnip,
pie nest.
Oh,
For asparagus.
On the way, she tells you she
before we
says,
go, like
gone.
before we go, like as we leave the cave, like kind of like then I get like a light bulb in my head. Oh wait, so I run back to the uni and I take my stick.
You take a stick.
Take my stick. It's covered in ice.
Mhm.
That's fine. I take it and now we can go.
What stick?
The stick
The
I used
stick
to
you-
the stick I used to poke people with. Don't you remember?
Oh dear.
Don't you remember the harper I poked with a stick?
Oh, the harper. I wasn't
Yeah,
there
so
for that. Right.
I've carried this stick with me. It's my poking stick.
Okay, so you guys go back to your mounts, and you start riding into the night. Do you want to interact with her in any way?
I will ask, how far up have things been reported regarding us? Are we going to be recognized? We're a somewhat identifiable group.
Put it like this. From your group, I only recognized him. Pointing at Rostani.
That
Rigged! Rigged!
Girl.
Oh, rigged!
Her! Sorry. I only recognized her. The
I
others
take-
have
Setting of the standard.
changed quite much from the reports we've gotten. You should be alright. If you're wearing these cloaks, remember your dragon claws. You know the phrases or the...
You mean this one?
No, not this one, this one.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Right. Just good. You need it.
It's hard to
Not
do.
every... most people... Yeah, I had a problem with it as well, but it's kind of easy.
No, like this.
Yeah, you mean? Oh, you mean?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I haven't
And then,
practiced
and
that.
then try to do it with alternating hands like this.
Nope.
It's actually pretty hard.
Yeah. I know if you don't practice it, it's actually pretty hard. All the hand motions are.
Ah, that's hard. That one's really hard
I'm
to do.
still trying to do the thing with the poker chip, moving on like
can do
your.
that.
Yeah, I can.
I mean,
I can do that.
Try to raise your ring finger like
Start it
this.
with a coin.
Yes.
Start it with a large coin if you can.
Yeah,
Enough.
I haven't had like I just do it randomly when I have something to do it. But anyway, you guys ride through the night. It takes about 4 hours for you guys to start seeing light. The sun is starting to rise, and you see the village of Pine Nest in front of you. She says people will be waking up soon. We'll still have time to get inside. Now, it would be weird if I go inside with just a couple of dragon claws without them knowing what you are doing here and what I am doing here. If Bonfrey is around, which he might be, not exactly sure, haven't seen them in a couple of days, I can't risk it. I'll stay out the outskirts of town. I'll get your rooms first, at the Golden Tankard. Scout out the city, make sure that Skywitch is here. It's usually covered by heavy mists. Hard to see unless you're pretty close in this mountainous terrain. After that, you can come to me. I'll give you the phrases to get inside of the castle safely.
Just gonna make some changes to the map here. There we go.
What?
Where's the attack? There we go.
Brando attack. Actually, the name is down below, so if you want to do this Parsnip attack.
Yeah, it's parsnip attack.
Oh, okay.
Parsnip attack.
Parsnip. Why do you have an
So this is-
in there? Blanda.
Okay, so is that castle thing? This wall over here. Oh, I guess we'll get to that when we do. So we enter at one.
Yes, you enter at one. The rain
And
is
we
still
knock on
going
the house to the left and we say, "Hello, plumbing inspectors."
She knocks on the inn at
3?
number 3. Yes, the Golden Tankard. Actually, not at the main door, but she knocks on exactly the 3rd window over on here.
I always wonder, like, are these like, are these like are these the only in town? Like,
This
a
is the
very-
only inn in town. Yes, this is
I
the
like-
town. This is the whole town.
Okay, so
Small
like
town, small
this is like a
mountains.
very small.
This is a small mountain village. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a village at most.
This
And
is
then
Yeah.
people will come from around the place, like travel
Yeah,
through, or
yeah,
they'll
of course,
be like
of course.
peasants
Like I
farming.
think like, this like it almost strikes me like there's so little house. Like there's not a lot, there's not a lot of houses anyway. But like
It's
then
because surrounding
because
lands.
also because like the families are also very large probably.
Exactly. And you are in a very like remote.
Yeah, very
like-
small village.
Yeah, very remote location on the
Yeah.
face of the Sword Coast.
I mean its name is Parsnip, so you know what can you
Yeah.
expect?
They
So
grow
she knocks
past it.
over on there, and one hooded man opens the window. They whisper between each other. She points at. all
I'd
of you
like the
from
double
back.
cheeseburger.
And
you think they have
Fries.
chicken McNuggets?
Please go at it, and
Hey,
next
that's
window
McNuggets,
to
we don't say
pay.
that.
Dude,
Chicken
I
nugget.
asked you this before. Make your decisions before we get to the window.
And I don't want any ice in my drink.
Would
No
you like?
ice.
Would you like pie with that?
What pie?
It's apple pie.
It's Pie Day.
McDonald's
It is pie
serves
day.
meat pies here in New Zealand.
A lot of apple pies here.
They actually serve meat pies in New
It's
Zealand.
it's annoying that they do this. Do you want pie with that? Okay. Do you want any garlic sauce
Would you
with
like
that?
to supersize that, friendo?
Yes, they
Yes.
just asked. I know
I do.
the max combo I got with them is they asked about 5 different things. On top of
Okay.
my command after that.
Your command.
My sorry.
command you.
my
and
order.
bring me
Command is
fire.
actually the Romanian
They
word
don't actually.
for
They
order.
don't actually do that in Sweden. They just ask anything else. That's all they ask. Anything
No,
else?
I've had people that asked anything else. But like this particular girl that was just talking like this. Well, okay, do you want any sauce with that? Do you want it? It was a very annoying pixie voice. Like I literally expected Tinkerbell to
listen.
be waiting on me.
Hey, listen.
Okay, so continue on. She knocks on the third window. A hooded man opens up, and they whisper to each other. She points at all of you. The man nods, and closes the window. She turns around and says, "Okay, you'll be sleeping in the innkeeper's room. We've taken care of everything else. Nobody will know you're here. Most likely, they don't seem to be on any kind of alert. Take care. Don't go near the castle or enter. You don't have the passphrases. You might get killed. Scout out the everything. Make sure you know when they are leaving and if Resmir is actually up there. If you can confirm to me that Resmir is actually up there, I'll give you the praises and I'll get you inside."
Okay.
And she walks off, like she walking with her horse. She walks off into up a hill and then goes out of vision.
And then you see her like kind of peek from the hill with like binoculars on, like looking down on the town.
Yes, the
Seeing
1000 GP
Spyglass.
spyglass. Yeah.
She has a
I
spyglass,
spy.
guys. Now we have to kill her to take it.
Hells yeah.
Okay, so
If she would betray her own people, she would betray us in the blink
Yeah,
of an eye
we're gonna,
and have
she's
no.
gonna end up dying. She's not gonna live through this. Either that or us will die. One of us is gonna die.
okay,
probably
so what
gonna
do you
be
guys
me.
do? You're in
Um,
rain, and thunder is still going in. Up
I
from
guess
the
we'll kind
sky.
of we'll spend a while at the inn then.
What do you do? Sorry.
We'll spend some time at the inn then.
Well, so you actually enter because again you're out at the third window, so you're outside. She literally
Oh.
like knocked on the window. A hooded man talked to her.
And then we go up to the third window and the guy says like, "Come in."
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I guess we'll enter through the window then.
Okay, so you not through the window, through the front door. If you motion
Okay.
to the front door.
Yeah. What's with all the window business then?
Yeah,
secret,
that's
se-
got a
secret
weird.
thing, like I guess like I don't know.
My name is Parsnip Inn. I am in Parsnip.
So a yellow
and I'm
tankard
in.
hangs over the door of the rustic tavern. Inside, through the places is short of cheer. All conversation stops and eyes turn into your direction. There's currently only 3 people, and a bartender, a tall, heavy-set man with enormous mutton chops, sideburns, steps forward and says to you, "Well, don't stand in there. Come, your rooms are ready. You should get those clothes out of you so you can get them soaked."
I'll just sort of nod. So how?
Did we actually don any robes now? Did we actually?
I'm under the impression you're having the same Dragon Claw robes you had before. You never changed them. So if you never changed them, you have the same ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suppose.
Purple, right?
And
Dragon Claw?
yes, the pale purple ones.
Okay.
So what are the patrons here?
The
Like-
patrons seem to be just two heavy-set men, maybe bodyguards. They look to be some kind of bodyguards, and one guy that's kind of it seems very hard for him to actually raise himself up from his tankard. He seems to be completely drunk.
Oh, I was gonna say he was so fat. He can't
No,
even raise
he's
himself
kind
up.
of he's kind of
Oh, okay. But I bet
Is
he's
his
fat
tankard
too.
golden?
But it's fat too.
no. Let's see if he's fat. No,
Is
no,
his tankard
he's
golden?
okay. He's okay. He has a bilberry. He has like a big bilberry.
You
But
rolled an
besides that's
arbitrarily
okay.
number. I see.
I rolled an arbitrary number and decided on that.
Yep. Cool. Happens.
Was it 12? Was it 12?
Okay, so
Oh,
you
he's
guys
scared
enter
away.
the golden tankard, and the innkeeper seems intent on getting you to your rooms.
So are people speaking Draconic in here? Are they speaking?
They're speaking common.
Like what are they? Okay. So that's not going to be a dead giveaway if we go around speaking.
Dead giveaway.
I mean, our paladin can speak Draconic, so I suppose he could speak for us. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, of course
suppose.
we can.
It depends. Maybe Brutus will go and be like, "My God, it's better than yours." What?
All right.
My
Not now,
God
Brutus.
is better than your god.
All right. So
It's like
Brune-
we're all worshiping
He's
together.
like-
Come on.
Currently, he's practically the Groot of the party.
Oh yeah.
My god is better than your god. Okay, we get it, Brutus.
That's
Hey, Brutus,
that's
what do
how
you
it
want
goes,
for
yeah.
lunch? My god is better than your god. And someone gets to translate him as well.
Yeah.
The rocket raccoon of the party.
We take it. Yeah. We'll just recruit a rocket raccoon to translate. I suppose we take our rooms.
Okay,
I'll go
so you
f-
take.
well, I say first. We've been traveling.
How?
I'd like you to bring out a roast suckling pig, a loaf of bread, your best stew, 4 tankards of ale. They might want something too.
We have horses, right?
Yes, you have horses.
Yeah. I mean, Cameron 2.0 is here somewhere. I don't know. What's Lupa doing?
Can't remember the name of my horse.
Yeah, I was just deciding or thinking what I'm gonna get it
Yeah.
for Lupa. I'll go. I need 4 chickens as well.
She might have stayed outside, maybe town. I don't know. That's up to you,
I'll
Robert. I suppose.
I'd ride Lupa into town. I have no issue with
Alright.
that. That was kind of why I was asking about how, like, if word had gone up, like, watch out for the really recognizable people riding a wolf and, blah blah blah, or
Yeah.
if, like, we don't matter and no one knows who we are.
I'll buy some food for myself, Stanley, Derek, and Sarah. And I'll buy some hay for my horse.
Oh, sounds alright. We have plenty of supplies. Merchants have been plenty generous. With partners, to put it like that. We have.
Wait, he expect us to pay? We're purple cloaks. Come on, like we're dragon claws.
Who said something of pay?
That's right. Exactly.
Okay.
Look said he like what we do.
I'll actually, just to test the waters here and see how far this goes, I'll have Lupa follow me in, since Lupa can fit in through the door and everything like that. And then when I get the chickens, I'll like hold one up.
So wait
make
1
it
second.
sit,
Let's
and
not
then, like,
get there
toss a
yet.
chicken. Okay.
So when Whipper goes in, the patrons, especially the two bodyguard types, they kind of go up from their chairs. The bartender is white faced, and he says, "Sir, can you please outside? Inside, wolf, big no."
Oh, she's fine. She just curls
What a
up
great
around my
necklace.
feet.
She's just a big puppy, right?
Give me a
She's as
persuasion roll.
gentle as a saber cat.
Saber cat.
Give me just a 1d20 plus your charisma.
Okay. Let's see, what is my charisma?
And you get an advantage on this as well.
Or what about intimidation?
Well, if you went around taking intimidation, you'd have run intimidation, but you went into persuasion.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Well,
pretty good.
17.
Well, good enough. The man is kind of silenced. He's still partly white-faced from seeing a direwolf entering his tavern, but he doesn't say anything. The patrons go as far as they can from the wolf, and he kind of sits you down at the table right in the corner.
All right. I'll have Lupa curl up at my feet, reaching up to about waist level. Scratch her behind her ear. Who's a good wolf? And then when they bring out the chickens, I'll like make Lupa sit and like, toss a chicken, and she'll snatch it out of the air.
Yo, you get all the food you need, and after that, the man says, "Sir, we need to open up soon. People will be coming. I've been told that your rooms need to be discreet. I would advise you to go there now."
All right, come on, Lupa.
He kind of takes you through to the back of the tavern. There seems to be this 10 by 7 room in the back. It's pretty wide. It has a double bed. There's an additional 2 bunk beds that's been brought in. It seems like the room itself was his room. And he kind of says, "This is all I have. You have a back entrance there, so you can exit through there. People don't usually use the alleys in the town, so could go quite unnoticed. But sir, that wolf there would be well.
It'll be quite comfortable here. This is a good room. Thank you.
He nodded his head.
We're new in town. What can you tell us about this place?
Well, I don't know what you want to know.
Do you sell
What?
parsnips?
Oh no, sorry, we're out of parsnips. It's not our season.
What season is it?
Rabbit season.
Rabbit season. Duck
season.
Yep. Duck season.
What other kind of shops are there in town?
Shop, sir.
Chops.
There's the wheel maker. If you're looking to buy some horses, there's a stable. Besides that, we don't have any other shop in town, I'm sorry to say.
Anything else that is interesting about this place? Anything that I could do to not be bored out of my mind?
Sir, I'm sorry, but we don't have any means of entertainment, sorry.
He's asking if there's a brothel in town.
I don't...
This is I'm asking that. Huh?
I hope it'd be pleasing to your lordship, but we don't have anything else but my tavern as entertainment.
Very well. When will
I'm
the
sure we
storm
could
die
find
down?
entertainment of our own.
Usually lasts a day or two. When they start up, pretty big. Storms are quite often our companion here.
Okay. What time of day is it, Chuggy?
It's about 6 a.m. Something like that, 6, 7 a.m.
Oh, it's early in the morning.
Yeah. Because
I
you
guess-
went to sleep at half day, something like that.
Yep. Do you guys want to just bear with the rain and just go have a look around the town?
A warrior does not fear the rain.
Just look at you like, like turn to the innkeeper. You got any umbrellas?
What's an umbrella?
She said.
Yeah. Pretty
Uh,
much.
don't know what it is.
Curse it! It hasn't been invented yet. Damn it!
Damn it!
Curse is.
Curses again. Curses. Foil again.
If I metagame this, I'll get so much my bewitch.
I get like
Yes.
a sheet of like leather or something, like hold it over me like this, and like umbrella.
I know what I know what I'll do. I just continuously use Ray of Frost like over me like.
It starts hailing.
Yeah, instead. Like, at least not raining, right?
Yeah, just hailing.
It's worse.
Okay, so yeah, the hail is actually what took down my internet one day. There was a giant storm and hailing outside, and there was this white. I was standing at my desk right here, and my windows are open, white before the front of my eyes, and I turned back. All the cars behind the neighborhood start yelling, and this huge storm.
Cars
starts
don't
up.
yell, Chucky.
Oh, yeah, well,
The alarms may go off, but they don't yell.
Yes, the alarms start yelling.
Night Rider yells. Well, I guess not really.
It's too bad. I
Knight
could
Rider is
have-
always very composed.
Yeah, very.
I wish I could have had Tensor's floating disk and just have it like atop, like hovering. I don't think it works that way.
Nope,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Too bad.
What I do is I pick up Rastani and use Rastani as an umbrella.
Well, she
Hey.
has a cloak to give you this.
Hey, hey, no! What are you doing? Let me down! Let me down! No!
I don't like being wet.
No, sir.
I did.
Sir, I have some business. Would this be all? Need anything else?
Nothing else.
No, as you say, my lord. If you need me, I'll be in the main room.
Okay. Guess we start going looking around town, seeing what's up.
Yep, so you go outside. As I said, people kind of start making their way out. So, as you go through the town, Rostani, it's easier for you to see that, again, if you guys want to roll investigations and perception checks,
Yeah.
you can. But you have a party member with an immense passive to it.
I mean, the thing
Yeah.
is like, yeah. It's, I probably noticed stuff.
So you notice that what seems to be like as you move on through the town, more or less half of the population seems to be smiling at you, looking at you. Some
Nervously?
not
nervously
nervously at
smiling?
all, not nervously at
Okay.
all. So like openly smiling and happy about seeing you, and the other half either nervously smiling or taking an alley to avoid your gaze or bumping into your road, or simply just getting out of the way. Like,
So I get the impression that some of them are like sympathizing with the cause more like to a very a positive side, and there's like not really like that that keen on this whole thing. I suppose.
yes, that's exactly the vibe you're getting.
So is that like a 50-50 thing?
It,
I don't know.
it's not accurate, of course. You're not sure, but that's like 1 in 2 people seems to be smiling at you. The other one seems to be hiding away from you.
All right. So some
Yeah,
of them,
we were told
if-
half of them are cultists.
Well, I mean,
Or supporters.
maybe not cultists per se, but maybe like they're like
Sympathizers.
sympathizers. Maybe, or like for just regular followers. They might not, be the cultists in that sort of way,
Yeah.
but just but okay. All right.
Oh, so that's about it. What you just watching and walking around.
I don't see any like that stands out, right?
But as you move, you do see only one thing that stands out. I mean, you were aware of it, never seen it before. So as you move through the city, you eventually get to what seems to be Skyreach Castle.
That's 7, right?
That is 7. I'm trying to find it right now to give you the description of it. So a lower drawbridge spans a foggy moat. Beyond the drawbridge is an open porticus, and beyond the porticus is a covered gateway leading to an open courtyard. Large figures loom in the gateway, but you can't quite make them out. The whole castle, the walls are 40 feet high, and slender towers moving up inside of it, going even higher, much higher than that. There are gate towers as well, one about 80 feet tall and the other one about 120 feet tall. And the whole thing seems to be made out of ice. But this ice is not see-through, it seems to be opaque. Yes, it is most definitely made out of ice.
Okay. So the mist is either is it like a natural or is it like a supernatural thing?
It's still raining outside, so you're not quite sure. Usually, it seems like it's a supernatural thing. The thickness of it, it's surrounding especially this castle, so it seems like...
Yeah. It's just like only like...
it
like
seems to be
castle.
concentrated here, so,
Yeah, so
you'd say that there's something magical.
Definitely something supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Or magical. Okay. Mm.
Or it
So
could
you
be
said, like-
super magical natural.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Natural occurrence that's just super, right?
Yeah,
Natural occurrence, that's just super. Okay, so, Hoon, I saw you try and do something else. I mean, Simon's character is looking around, finding out just all of this information. What about you?
I mean, if I eventually find this bridge with zero...
No, this is only around the city, so
Zero
this is walking
investigation.
around the city,
Well,
pretty easy to
I
find.
think city is very
well,
generous.
city, yes, extremely generous. Just a small mountain village.
Yeah. I'll go up to the bridge. Wait, what's the name of the person we're looking for again?
Parsnipson.
No, seriously, what's the name? Guys, come on. I can't remember the name. It's like
Resimir?
Resimir?
Okay.
Resimir.
Yeah, I was like not sure what you were talking about.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
Resimir
up
was
and-
Resimir was the higher up of that Born Frey guy.
I'll go up to the drawbridge. What do I see?
As I said, you go to the drawbridge and you see this big, rooming statues. Again, the thick fog is surrounding most of them. You can just see them from there. You know the statues because you've been staring at them for the past 1 or 2 minutes and they haven't moved at all.
Okay.
Besides that, you can't quite make them out.
Yeah, so I walk up to the edge of the drawbridge.
You walk up to the edge of the drawbridge. There seem to be just a couple of novices of the cult moving in and out. But
I'll
very
ask
few.
ones that are moving out, is Resimir home?
One of them looks at you, like deeply curtsies and says, "Hail Tiamat" with the 3 fingers.
Is Resimir home?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware where Master Resmir is. I'm just a novice. Sorry, sir. I wish I could help. Inside, maybe Captain Otterson knows. He's somewhere in the city, somewhere in the village.
Captain Obvious Son? Okay.
Otterson.
Okay. Captain Obvious. Cannon.
Okay. I'll kind of walk past the drawbridge and try and enter them.
So you walk past the drawbridge. 1 second. Give me 1 second to move to...
No, the statues start moving and they attack.
1 second.
Roll
So,
finish.
no, let me just get your... So get a heavy oak, an iron porticus, is drawn behind the drawbridge. 2 life-size statues, about 18 feet tall crowd giants, 1 male, 1 female, stand behind the porticus, facing each other within the covered
The statues?
gateway. Yes, the statues.
Okay.
And
They're
the
not just
porticus is
statue-like, they're
the
like actual
porticus
statues.
is raised.
The what?
The porticus is raised.
The portcullis, the bars.
Portcullis.
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 I-
Sorry, I didn't get what you said.
Portcullis, yes.
I think you meant portcullis.
podcast. I didn't mean podcast. I was
So
we
just
can walk
pronouncing
through?
it extremely bad.
It's fine. It's not easy. Don't worry about it.
So
we just
the
walk
way
through?
the way is open. Yeah. So you start walking.
Isn't that what we were told not to go because we don't have the passcodes?
I think. Yeah, Tally said something about that, right? Should go.
But we need to find out whether or not she's home. How else are we going to do that?
I mean, if we're huddling right now, I mean,
You're huddling yeah now. You're in.
Yes.
You're like literally in front of the Portuguese.
okay,
Cars.
okay. It's I suppose it's down as well.
Porcupine.
No, the port cars is up, so the way is completely clear. You could walk
Okay.
past if you want to.
Okay. I mean, should we do the I go in this kind of thing?
I think we should just walk in.
I have a feeling that I mean, there's nobody visible, just the statues, right?
Yes. The thick fog is just stopping any kind of vision
actually,
past
I'll go back
about
to the.
30, 20 feet.
I'll go back to the other guy and ask.
Oh, they've
where
already been.
The other guy.
They've already gone. Like the novices
I'll-
are milling in and about.
Okay, I'll ask the next guy that comes here. Is Resume home?
Next novice. Let's see.
I see what you're gonna do. Okay, okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm not aware. I've heard that he may be inside of Skyreach, but I have not seen him. I'm not
Okay.
aware. Hell Tiamat.
So before
Yeah,
anybody
it's-
tries any invisibility, my thinking is that since there's nobody posted there to check passcodes, that it's probably something with the statues, and that they probably detect invisibility if they're effectively
might
the
be
The
guardian.
next
case.
person that comes out,
Might
Chucky,
be the
I
case.
ask, is Resume home?
So again, you wait a couple more minutes. I want all of you to give me perception checks as you do this, because you'll be spending more than 10 minutes here.
Is that disadvantage perception checks?
No, just normal.
I'm thinking fog. I don't
Yes, but the fog is not in the direction that I'm wanting your perception checks to be at.
Brutus fails too. If he's even
Stunning.
here.
know. Passive
And-
15 doesn't matter.
Passive 15 doesn't matter. I want to see everybody else
Okay.
before I say anything. Okay, so you're the only one who sees what seem to be ogres standing guard on top of the walls up.
Ogres.
Yes, ogres. They seem to be eyeing you a bit
Ogre Magi's?
after you've been just spending time there.
Are they blue?
You don't quite see. You're not quite sure. They're 40 feet high.
have they? Do you have their? Do you think one of their parents procreated with a Smurf one time?
I mean, you need to ask him.
Magical Smith.
You see,
Magic.
you need to ask him.
That's exactly what I'm gonna ask the ogre.
And you start hearing the novices that go in use say something mumbled, like whisper it even.
You can read lips. You can read lips.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't have a
Exactly.
cloak, but you're here, you're me.
Oh, I see.
Chucky,
What you
no.
don't
Novice.
deny this from him. He can read lips. Come on, Chucky.
Novice with a cloak walking inside, arms inside of his and saying
Yeah, I suppose it's. I mean, I can't read. I mean, I can't read lips from
you need to see
behind,
them.
So,
You need to see them.
This is how I whisper.
like, how exactly?
They seem to
far-
be stopping exactly after the Poticurus, like not even taking a step more, saying something, moving on.
So, I mean, could we potentially move closer and try to see if we can find out next time someone is you know?
I ask
Yeah,
again.
you could-
During
Go on.
this, I ask again, is Resume home?
Okay. Sir, I think I've seen him walking through Skywitch's halls. Yes, I've seen him yesterday. He is on Skywitch, sir.
Okay,
We could walk
we
behind
may
this
leave
guy.
now. We go.
What?
We can just leave and go talk to whatever her face is. We found the information.
Talus?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we were just gonna confirm that he was here, right?
Is Resume home? It worked.
Well, it may work. He wasn't sure, but we'll see.
No, he was sure. He saw him walking in
It's
yesterday.
good enough. It's good enough for me. potentially, I thought we could actually, like, go behind this guy, go behind one of the guys and listen in. They just repeat what he said. But it might also be different for an acolyte and a dragon claw. So
Yeah, we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, the passive might be different depending on what rank you are, as well.
I guess we go and find Talos.
Okay, so you go to the hill back there.
We
Where
could go
she...
to Captain Obvious. I don't know.
So, do you go to find Talos, or do you go to
I
find
would go
Captain
with,
Otto?
go with Talis. I don't know. Captain Obvious was just something that popped into my head.
Okay, so you go find Talis, and she is just beyond that hill in a small clearing, seemingly making a fire.
The answer is yes. Rezmir is home.
Good. Good. Very good. Now, I'll give you the password to get inside. And I'll see you inside, I guess. Feel free to do however much damage you need to. Take care. There's a lot of things in the Skyreach Castle that are not what they seem.
Given that we're on the
Okay.
same side, perhaps you could give us more information than that, since we're trying to achieve the same
I
goal.
mean, you want to succeed, don't you?
A good idea.
Let's put it like this. The factions within Skyreach Castle are not really content with each other. They don't trust them. They won't present a unified front against you. They are dangerous. Maybe the first who you want to approach is the Crowd Giant himself. He's not a sympathizer of our cult, and I don't know exactly what he's up to, but more or less, I am sure that he hates Rezmir with all his heart. Speaking to him,
Who?
the Crowd Giant inside.
You said we were told there were no cloud giants.
Who said that?
I can't remember.
Crowd Giant is inside. Actually, more than one. There's the Crowd Giant who owns his actual dead wife's spirit is fueling the whole castle that keeps it afloat. His name, well, as fun as that is, she smiles. It's as if she's finding something hilarious in what she's saying. To get inside, you need to say, "Hail Ragafax." The name of the Crowd
Ragafax?
Giant. I'm actually gonna type that in here.
Ragofax. His name was Ragofax.
Ragafax. That's it.
Huh? You type in...
Like-
Blagofax.
Blagafax. Blagafax.
Lagofkas?
Ragafax.
Lagofkas. That's even hard for me to pronounce.
Don't
Ragafax.
wander around in the night, though. There's something else.
Okay.
There's a blood spawn loose inside of the premise, inside of Skyreach. I'm not sure what his intentions are, or what he is, but he is very powerful.
Excuse me? What's a blood spawn, I ask her?
Vampire.
Oh. Wow, vampire, huh?
She nods her head.
No! Do you mean a full vampire or just a fledgling?
I am not sure. He holds himself quite high, and has proven his might in the many attempts of the Crowd Giants to get him out of the castle.
Oh!
So it's like little, a little parasite, a little, extra appendix to the castle. Just like, I'm here as well. Kind of thing.
Something similar.
And so that when everything goes down, the cloud giant has to fight the vampire. And the vampire is gonna win, right?
I haven't been here for months, to put it like that. I'm not sure what the current situation is, but I'm sure that whatever has happened, they couldn't be friends. These cultists that need to die.
I think the goals of either end are probably not the same. Like
She nods her head. Yes.
So Yeah, they probably have different goals in life, so yeah.
So put it like this: get
Get on
inside,
Or unlife, if you want to put it that way.
kill Westmere, and
So,
you deal a
I'm
great
assuming the
blow
Cloud Giant is
to this
neutral good,
part
right?
here. I have no idea to the alignment of the how if the Cloud Giant is good or not. You have to talk to him. I haven't had any interaction with him.
I don't want to have to
No.
fight a Cloud Giant and a vampire at the same time, unless we have like super sunlight, running water, laser beams, and.
Hey, but
you know.
Isa, you have the. Don't you remember? You have the spear of daylight.
Yeah, it doesn't do shit against a vampire.
You really?
Doesn't radiant
Yeah, it has to
damage
be
do like
actual
double or anything?
Maybe.
Is,
who
is,
knows?
there, is there no like repercussion for the vampire?
I think radiant damage
Real light.
must
Real
do
light does
extra
radiant
damage.
damage to it.
You
Oh,
I
have
don't think so.
never encountered a vampire. You have
That's
absolutely no
true.
idea.
Hoard
Okay,
has decided
so
to believe that
we know
radiant
that- we know
damage
that
must be
vampires-
especially effective.
Vampires hate sunlight, running water, garlic, all silver, all that kind of stuff, right?
I mean, that's
And
that's like
especially a fucking stake in the heart.
yeah,
That's-
stake to the heart.
that's
Stay to
the
the
superstitions about them.
Silver's vampires.
No, silver's werewolves. If you want to go,
Silver's
into-
also
Sorry,
vampires,
that's
right?
what I meant. Sorry, werewolves. Yeah, not vampires.
no vampires
Isn't
and
it
stakes
both?
to the heart. No,
Isn't silver and like holy symbols also bad against vampires?
no, only holy symbols. If you
Yeah.
depend, do you go need to go Bram
There's different
Stoker?
mythos, right? There's
Yeah,
mythos
yeah.
where vampires turn into wolves.
I am talking only about Bram
I'm
Stoker's
gonna
vampires.
I'm gonna do a.
Well, if you talk about like in this, I doubt they're actually allergic to garlic or whatever. You know.
Can I make a history check on that? Is that possible?
No, you can make me a nature check or an arcana check. Either of those
Okay.
would give you
I'll do
more
I'll-
information.
I'll do
on this.
Arcana.
Different information in each.
For 19. Is that anything?
Okay, 19, that's Arcana. So you'd know that the vampire is, as you would expect, quite powerful, and secondly, they are actually have a damage resistance to a lot of things, especially normal items, necrotic, piercing, bludgeoning, slashing, and
Would daylight harm it? The spell.
you are sure that they would actually be harmed by. They have a sunlight sensitivity,
Or would
and
daylight the
they
spell
do
harm it?
fear running water. And the stake to the heart is quite right. It's
Well, a stake to my heart would also, put me down.
Yeah, that's like vulnerability to nuclear weapons. You know? It's-
But you
like-
also
But
know
would this-
that the vampire
it's not
needs to be
daylight.
invited into some place to actually be able to enter it.
Yeah.
So from that, you know that the vampire has been invited into Skyridge
If you get
Castle.
like a bunch of marbles and throw them on the ground, does it have
so
like
so
compulsion to
he's
count
the
it?
guest that never wants to leave, basically. Right.
That's, I mean, yeah, whatever you take out of this.
I
I
suppose
don't
he
think
was
that's
invited, and for like someone wanted for him to do something like against another faction or slash party or like guy. I don't know, but so if someone invited that guy, like it's probably not for nice reasons. He probably didn't want to have like an undead party or anything.
I doubt daylight would harm it then. The spell, not actual light.
I mean, what does daylight say? Like in the description.
I don't know.
Okay, so you guys want to go into a small break here and come back after 2-3 minutes with the third segment, or do you want to do
Yeah, sure.
something else real fast?
No, that sounds fine.
Oh,
I mean,
this
we can
is
just
fine,
walk up
but-
to the gate and then we're in there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's take a small break, and we'll come back with you guys and see what's up with Skyridge Castle in about 2-3 minutes. See you guys then.
all right.
Yeah.